Hello friends, I'm Sandy. Today I'm going to explain the topic advertisement message, media and measurement of advertisement effectiveness. First we see the meaning of advertisement message. An advertising message is this general idea that an advertisement will convey to the target audience. Most advertising campaigns are focused on conveying an advertising message to a target audience in order to convince them to purchase a product or service, investigate the brand further, and make the audience remember the brand name. So, advertising message is an idea an advertiser wants to communicate to its target audience. It is a bridge between the brand and its clients and prospectors. So, communicating the right idea at the right time to the right people allows brands to build a trustful and long lasting relationship with their audience. So, to become effective advertising message, it must fulfill certain conditions. They are: message must be attractive. It must attract a customers to buy that product, and it must be suggestive. Message should be capable of suggesting the reader about the utility and use of the product. Effective slogans can be used to give suggestions to the people, and it must be appealing or motivating. It must motivate the people to buy that product, and it must fulfill legal and social condition, and it must be convincing. It convince the people to buy that one product, and it must be memorable, and it must indicate major benefits of products. Next is process of developing advertising message. Philip Kotler suggests four steps to develop an advertising message. They are message generation, message evaluation and selection, message execution, and last one is format. In that first one, message generation, in this first stage advertiser has to think about what he wants to appeal the market. He tries to generate as many possible advertising themes or messages. So it is the first stage in this process of developing advertising message. In this stage, advertiser has to think about what he wants to appeal the market, and here he tries to generate many possible advertising message or theme. It involves discovering the key benefits of a product offers. Sometimes marketer has to change benefits without changing the product, and when consumer seeks a new or different benefits. And next is message evaluation and selection. The second step calls for evaluating messages. Message should be evaluated from the viewpoint of customers. It must be selected in light of basic characteristics of the target market. So, after evaluating the message, the most suitable and impressive message should be selected. A good message should be focused on the basic aspects of the product. While evaluating different messages, some criteria should be considered, like desirability, exclusiveness, believability, and attractiveness. Next is message execution. It is a challenging task. The message is the central idea, theme an advertiser wants to convey about the product. The impact of advertising message largely depends on how it is expressed. That is, what is said is not only important, but also how it is said. It may be positioned rationally or emotionally. So, after selecting the best message, it should be executed in such a way that consumers are made feel that company offers products for their well-being. And while executing the message, style, color, get-up, association are used to influence the feelings of the buyers. And next is format. Company must care for the format of message. Format simply means arrangement of various items of the advertising message. Systematic format increases impression and it reduces the cost. So it is the arrangement of various items of advertising messages. A systematic format increases the impression and also it reduces the cost. And next is advertising media. Advertising media can be conveyed to the target audience through several advertising media. Advertiser must choose the right advertising media to carry the advertising message. So, advertising medias are the devices by which and through which the advertising messages are transmitted by the advertiser to the prospective and existing customers. Advertiser has to must choose the right advertising media to carry the advertising message. Definition of advertising media is it can be defined as advertising media are the means or vehicles through which advertiser communicate his message to prospective customers to influence their behavior. Next is classification of advertising media. Medias are the carriers of message of an advertiser who aims to reach to the public so that he and his product or service may come to the knowledge of the public, and in turn public may turn to his product or service. There are three types of advertising media. They are press media, outdoor or mural media, and audio visual media. In that first one, press media is also known as print media. They are popularly used for commercial advertising, and here attractive slogans, statements, words, figures can be used for advertising the product in a colorful and artful manner. So the word press is a collective word meaning different types of newspapers and periodicals. In that first one, newspapers are popular medium to contact or inform a large number of customers. The company should consider circulation, language, geographical coverage. So they have the largest circulation, and so they are the best media for advertising the consumer goods. Some of the merits of newspaper are it is fit for mass communication. Through newspaper, the advertiser can reach the largest number of people, so it is fit for mass communication, and necessary changes can be made easily. So advertising copy can be changed regularly for new excitement, so it is more flexible, and necessary changes can be easily made. So, and it is simple and easy medium to access by advertiser and readers. And demerits are newspaper have shorter life because the newspaper of today has no value tomorrow, so it is purely temporary in value. And the major drawback of newspaper is that newspaper have no appeal for the illiterate people. So, and then here customers have to buy the newspaper, then only he get the message about the product, otherwise cannot reach the message. And next is magazine or journals. It is similar to newspaper with regard to many aspects. To consumer, magazine are treated as source of information and entertainment. So it is similar to newspaper, it is treated as source of information and entertainment. Periodicals are often of special types, for example science journals, sports journals, film journals, political journals, and literary journals. So they have different classes of readers for them, and specific journals are selected for specific products. So merits of magazine are magazines can appeal to this special group of customers, and magazines have long life when compared to newspaper, and cost per reader is also less, and proper magazine if selected it reaches the right type of target audience. And demerits, the advertising cost is higher, and changes in the copy of the magazine cannot be effected quickly, and many magazines have limited circulation, and continuity is not possible in case of magazines. And next is outdoor or mural media. Outdoor advertising media are widely used for almost all type of goods and services. Outdoor media are excessively used by manufacturers and dealers, hotels, restaurants, etc. They are also known as mural media. So outdoor advertising is also known as out of home advertising, because it is the advertising that reaches the consumers when they are outside their homes. The most common outdoor advertising medias are banners, special signboards, billboards, handbills, and skywriting. In that first one, banners are used at popular places like cricket matches, tournaments, stage shows, and talent shows. And next is special signboards. They are used at bus and railway stations, indicating route or platform number, or indicating the name of roads and directions in the city. Most of the cell phone service providers like Vodafone, Idea Cellular, Airtel are used this medium to popularize their name and brand. And next is billboard. Billboard is the board dealer or retailer puts such boards nearby their shops or showrooms. And next is handbill. It is very common and too cheap. Advertisement is printed on a piece of paper of small size, and these leaflets are distributed hand to hand by a paid man along with newspapers. And last is skywriting. It is a novel and expensive vehicle to advertise the product, but it is not very popular in our country. It involves showing words, symbols, or picture through gas during the night using plane, balloon, or helicopter. And next is audio visual media. Uh, the media that can be seen and here are known as audio visual advertising media. So it is the most popular media for to for publicity, indoor publicity. The popular medias are indoor audio visual medias are radio and television. These are there are worldwide network of radio and television system through which publicity is carried out. It is used for both literate as well as illiterate people. In that first one, radio. It is the cheapest and most pervasive among all media used for mass communication. It crosses the literary barriers. Advertisements are broadcasted before, after, or during a specific program. Local radio is excessively used by local marketers like hotels and restaurants. Radio is more effective and it has wide coverage and it is cheaper. So it is the most pervasive and cheapest among all media used for mass communication. It is highly effective even in remote area and we do not need any electricity, and it is even effective on illiterate people. And next is television. It is the fastest growing and most popular advertising media. It is powerful medium for advertisement, and so it is the fastest growing and most popular advertising media. In recent years, of course, television has become an important medium for advertisement of products as well as social and political messages, not only in the cities and towns but also in the rural areas. So through advertising through television advertising, there is an opportunity to reach mass audience with a single ad spot. Studies have shown that 60% of customers are likely to make purchase after viewing an advertisement on television compared to other medium. And next, the merits of televisions are millions of people can be exposed to the product and it is fit for both literate as well as illiterate people. And television advertisement can be presented in the most effective and perfect way. And next is demerits. It is the costliest media and most of people avoid seeing commercial break, and many advertisements are viewed for joy. Its commercial value may be undermined. And next is internet. Internet is the latest medium to advertise product. Some companies put their advertisement on their websites. Some companies buy web page of the popular websites. So through internet, company can advertise its product globally. In India, use of internet for advertising purpose is on increase, and more than 100 million Indian access the internet regularly. And next is moving slide. Advertising message, a picture of product or logo of company moves either alternates or in one direction on the screen, kept on private or public buildings, such slides are based on electricity or battery. So moving slides, and this is mostly used in urban areas. Here moving slides are used to advertise product, and this medium is much cheaper as compared to print and audio visual media, and it is also a source of entertainment as well as information. Next is film or cinema. They are presented before films or during interval. Many companies use short film to advertise its product through cinema houses. It is similar to television media. So uh, it is the a large number of people can be exposed to this medium. It is similar to television medium. A main difference between television and short film is that film can expose only limited audience, while television is capable to contact millions of people at a time. And next is measuring advertising effectiveness. Evaluation advertising or advertising effectiveness refers to the managerial exercise aimed at relating the advertising results to the established standard of performance and objectives so as to access the real value of the advertising performance. So this exercise is also known as advertising research. It is an attempt to know whether the message designed properly has reached the greatest number of prospects at the least practical cost. So there are mainly three decisions for measuring advertising effectiveness. They are what to test, when to test, and how to test. In that first one, what is to be measured? It is quite obvious that in the areas of ad effectiveness evaluation, the advertiser is to measure the ad effectiveness. Ad effectiveness evaluation is a research activity, and by its very nature, it is to establish the cause and effect relation between the effort and the result. This ad effectiveness is to be seen in five areas, namely markets, motives, message, media, and overall results. And next is when to test. Testing of ad effectiveness is possible at any stage of advertising process. It can be done before the advertising campaign begins, or during its run, or after the campaign is fully run. So pre-testing gives the maximum safety as much is not lost, and concurrent testing makes him to lose little more as the advertising process has advanced, and post testing results in maximum loss if it fails, as the whole show is over and he gets the only post-mortem report as to what is happened. And next is how to test. What method or techniques he is going to use is dependent on when he is going to measure the advertisement effectiveness. So accordingly, there can be three sets of methods. They are pre-testing method, concurrent testing method, and post-testing method. In that first one, pre-testing method. So pre-testing method refers to testing the potentiality of a communication message or ad copy before printing, broadcasting, or telecasting. This helps the advertiser to make a final go or no go a decision about finished or nearly finished advertisement. In that first one, checklist. A checklist is a list of good qualities to be possessed by an effective advertisement. A typical checklist provides rating scale or basis for ranking the ads in terms of characteristics. These characteristics may be honesty, attention getting, readability, reliability, convincing ability, selling ability, and the etc. And the advertisement that gets highest score is considered as the best. And next is opinion test. Opinion test or consumer jury test is one that obtains the performance of a sample group of typical prospective consumers of the product or the service for an ad or part of it. So opinion test, here the members of the jury rate the ads as to their headlines, themes, illustrations, slogans by direct comparison, and the top ranking ad gets selected. And next is dummy magazine and portfolio test. Dummy magazine are used to pretest the ads under conditions of approximation resembling normal exposure. A dummy magazine contains standard editorial material, control ads that have been already tested, and the ads to be tested. So the sample household receive these magazine, and the interviewers are conducted to determine recall scores. Portfolio test is like that of dummy magazine test, except that the test ads are placed in a folder that contains control ads. The respondents are given these folders for their reading and reactions. The test scores are determined in the interview, and the ad with the greatest score is taken as the best. Next is inquiry test. It involves running two or more ads on a limited scale to determine which is most effective in terms of maximum inquiries for the offers made. So these inquiry tests are used exclusively to test copy appeals, copies, illustrations, and other components. Next is mechanical test. These help in provide good measures as to how respondent are eyes and emotions reaching a given advertisement. So mechanical tests are objective in nature. And next is concurrent testing method. Uh, Concurrent testing method is evaluated throughout the whole advertisement execution process. So it is called as coincidental. In that first one, coincidental survey, this is called as coincidental telephone method also, whereby a sample of household is selected. Calls are made during the time program broadcast. The respondents are asked whether their radio or television is on, and if so, to what station or program it is turned. The results of the survey are used to determine the share of response for the advertisement or the program. And second one, consumer diaries. This method involves giving the families selected in advance of diary or individual diaries to the members of family. The selected families and individual respondents are asked to record the details about the program they listen or view. So these diaries are collected periodically to determine the scores. And next is mechanical devices. The mechanical devices used to measure the air differences concurrently are more common to broadcast media. So the major mechanical devices are audiometers and psychogalvanometer. And next is traffic counts. Traffic counts are of special applicability to outdoor advertising. One can get good deal of information through traffic counts. This counting is done by independent organizations, maybe private or public. This work is also undertaken by advertising agencies. And last testing method is post-testing method. Post-testing methods these tests are conducted after running the ad campaign. The basic purpose of post-testing is to provide an insight into the performance of ad campaigns and draw some conclusions from it about the future conducting of advertisement. So in that first one, inquiry test. Inquiry test, it is controlled experiment conducted in the field. In inquiry test, the number of consumer inquiries produced by an advertising copy or the medium is considered as to the measure of its communication effectiveness. So to encourage inquiries, the advertiser offers to send something complimentary to the reader or the viewer if he replies. And next is split run test. A split run test is a technique that makes people testing of two or more ads in the same publication issued with the guarantee of each ad reaching a comparable group of readers. So it is an improvement over the inquiry test in that the ad copy is split into elements like appeal, layout, headlines and so on. And also here the readers are encouraged to reply the inquiries to the keyed or the given address. And next is recognition test. Recognition test is a matter of identifying something as having seen or heard before. So it is based on the memory of the respondent. It attempts to measure the ad effectiveness by determining the number of respondents who have read or seen the advertisement before. So to arrive at the results, readership or listenership surveys are conducted. So recognition test is a matter of memory. Next is recall test. Recalling is more demanding than recognizing as a test of memory. It involves respondents to answer as to what they have read, seen or heard without allowing them to look at or listen to the ad while they are answering. So here there are several variations of this test. One such test is triple association test, which is designed to test copy theme or the slogans and reveals the extent to which they have remembered. And next is sales test. Sales test represent control experiment under which actual field conditions than the stimulated are faced. It attempts to establish a direct relationship between one or more variables and sales of a product or service. It facilitates testing of one ad against another and one medium against another. So ad effectiveness testing is a must to avoid costly mistakes and to select the best alternative from the apparently equal alternatives, to resolve the differences of opinion and to the store of knowledge having deep bearing on advertising effectiveness and efficiency. So these are all about the advertising message, media and measurement of its effectiveness. Thank you.